A kind of statement that can drive us a bit wonky is the ambiguous statement. Ambiguous statements are statements that can legitimately be said to have multiple possible interpretations. So somebody comes to us and they say, Jerry's a really cool person. Are they making to us a claim about Jerry's personality or about his body temperature? Or somebody comes back to us from a vacation and they come to us and they're like, man, that place was so wild. Are they saying that this place was like really untamed and natural? Or are they saying that it was a place that had a lot of intensity and excitement to it? Okay. And so these ambiguous statements outside of any context can be difficult to know how to interpret. Now, in categorical logic, one of the most common ambiguous statements that I see folks grappling with is a statement that looks like this: all flowers are not fragrant. Now, we don't have all or not as a possible categorical statement form. We have all are, no are, some are, and some are not. But we don't have all or not. And the problem with the phrase all or not, or the form all or not, is that it's ambiguous. If somebody tells us all flowers are not fragrant, do they mean that no flowers are fragrant things? Or do they just mean that some flowers are not fragrant things? And when we encounter a situation like this, we're going to have to do our best to interpret what we think the likely intended meaning was. Do we think that this person saying all flowers are not fragrant meant to tell us that there is not a single flower that is a fragrant thing, or just that it's not the case that all flowers are fragrant? I think we would argue that it's the latter. I think what this person is trying to say is that some flowers are not fragrant things, and so we translate this statement that way. But take a look at this statement. All dogs are not felines? Okay, did that person mean to say that no dogs are felines, or just that some dogs are not felines? And again, we'd say, look, I think what this person really meant to say is it's not the case that all dogs are felines because no dogs are felines, okay? So when you're thinking about these ambiguous statements, you always kind of want to put yourself in the head of the person who's offering the statement and ask yourself, what do I think was the most likely intended meaning?